welcome in, guys. Kevin Thomas, Jarrell Hendricks here, moving the chains. Got a special guest today. We have Rob Sanders, Riverside quarterback. Rob and the team are off to a hot start. Wanted to have him on a chat with us today. And Rob, thanks for giving us some time today, man. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here.
All right, Rob, we'll just jump into it. The best thing that we've seen in the upstate is you guys starting off 5-0, first time in school history. Tell us about, what that's like for you being the leader of the team as a quarterback and how it's impacted the community in your school there at Riverside.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's something I'm so glad to be a part of it. I came in here, knowing they had a good thing going on, a good team with some new coaches the year prior. We got a good bit of transfers coming in, just seeing the culture changing and whatnot. And we knew since the summer and the 7-on-7s that, we can be something special and we can win games and be different than the previous Riverside teams in the past. So it's really good to come in here and be able to have success early. And it's just great to see, the community supporting us, everyone at the games. We had like a record selling tickets for Riverside, I think, against like the Eastside game. So it's really cool to see that.
That's awesome. Joe mentioned that you guys, maybe have not been the program that you wanted to be the last couple of years. Riverside hasn't, but it's got to get things going. And how awesome is it to see Coach Rochester kind of get that full-time job now, take away that interim, title there and say, hey, he's our guy and he's the guy moving forward for you guys.
Oh yeah. We were really excited whenever they named him the, head took the interim tag off of his head coaching job. He's done a great job with us. He's led our team well, very organized. Couldn't be happier with the way he's coached us. Really relates to all the players very well, and we all like him. He's doing a great job. Off to a great start as his first season as a head coach, for sure.
That's awesome.
So with Coach Rochester taking that interim tag off, you yourself also being a transfer, you said that you had some other transfers come into the program. What's it like having him as your leader there and having the new guys to get that new blood in the program?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just creating a new culture for Riverside that, we're not it's not the same Riverside that it's been in the past. Like players are coming in here expecting to win and the team expects to win. And I think the community feels the same way. And so it's good to see different guys coming in, seeing what's going on and wanting to be a part of, what we have going on here at Riverside. And Coach Rochester has a, big part in that for sure.
Let's talk about the game last Friday, a 23-0 win over Southside. You went 11 for 15, 191, a TD and a pick. I know it rained a lot. How much did that change for you guys? Or maybe you change your game plan or make it a little tougher to throw the ball? Or how did that rain kind of affect the plan Friday?
Yeah, I mean, we went into the game, expected to win, obviously. And we thought we saw on film we'd have a lot of success in the passing game and running as well because we know they blitz a lot. So, we're going into the game expecting to, have a similar game to maybe against Eastside, where we threw for over 300 yards. And, I mean, we go in there and it's raining and it kind of just kind of shook everybody a little bit. The offense, we started off with the fumble on maybe the second play. And we had a lot of silly penalties and it was just kind of messy and sloppy at first. But our defense stepped up big time. And I feel like we just kind of had to keep the, we stuck to our game plan for the most part. We had to switch up some stuff in the passing game, maybe a little shorter down the field. But, once we got to the second half, stuff started opening up a little more. The rain stopped down a little bit. And we were able to throw the ball a little bit more through there. But it was really good to, see our team face that adversity of something just as simple as the rain that we haven't played in yet this season. And to be able to find a way to get it done, even in those conditions.
So, Rob, I can't speak for Kevin, but I love offense. And you guys, I was watching some of your early highlights earlier in the week, and you guys like to air it out. So you being a quarterback, is it kind of like, is that a part of your offensive scheme or philosophy, or is it just one of those things that's what the teams have been giving you? But it looks like you guys like to go down the field and go down the field often.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things that even drew me to Riverside. Seeing these some of the new coaches and their style of play. We definitely like to air it out a lot, and we have great offensive weapons and receivers. And we trust our guys, and the coaches trust us to be able to make the plays. So yeah, we go into every game, expecting to be able to throw all over teams, and we've been able to be really successful in that, and airing it out.
Yeah,
go ahead, Joe. Was there some chemistry that you guys do a lot of passing 7-on-7s over the summer, or is it just work in-house? And kind of talk about that supporting cast that you have, those receivers and backs, because you like to spread the ball out a lot.
Yeah, definitely. It started in the summer with our practices over the summer, everyone being there, just building that chemistry and the timing with the receivers, throwing after practice, stuff like that. And then those 7-on-7s, we got in a good bit of 7-on-7s this past summer, where we did really well in a couple of them, and we're able to get all the way to the championship a couple of times. And so, those 7-on-7s, I feel like helped us really, see what we're capable of, adjust any offensive, play calling that we had, see what works against teams, and I was able to really build chemistry with lots of my receivers, and that's definitely shown in the season right now. So.
Yeah, I know you kind of hit on it earlier. I wanted to go back to it about, how well the defense has played as well. They're holding teams under, 20 points a game or so. How much of a help is it knowing that they're going to continue to get guys off the field and get the ball back to you guys?
Oh yeah. They definitely surprised me this season, because we didn't think they would, hold teams to as little points as they had this season. And they've done a tremendous job of stopping teams, and even getting the shutout last game. And, it's really great. It helps your offense out a ton whenever you have trust in your defense to, it just helps. It opens everything up. You can go for on 4th downs more often, just knowing that defense has our back. It's been huge for sure.
So I am a recruiting junkie. I know a lot of people around the country haven't looked at South Carolina, but me and Kevin have been very fortunate to go around the state this year and see some really high quality football, and see some great players like yourself. Has your recruiting picked up as the season has progressed, and who are you kind of looking at going to the next level?
Yeah, so I haven't gotten any official, offers or anything. There's been slight interest in some schools. I'm just kind of getting my name out there in the best way I can. I'll be visiting me and Alex Riddle and Caden Cosby. They're two of the good receivers on our team, and then our offensive coordinator, Coach Castano, will be taking a few visits on some Saturdays to some schools. We're going to Tennessee, Chattanooga, for their game against Western Carolina, I believe, in October. So we're going to be trying to get there, get out to some schools, and kind of get our names out there a little bit. So hopefully, as we keep winning, the ball will keep rolling, and I can get my name out there a little bit.
Awesome. So are there any college or pro quarterbacks that you like to watch, you kind of model your game after, or anybody that really sticks out in your head, like this is the guy I try to be like?
I would say it's I've always been a Clemson fan growing up, so definitely my two favorite quarterbacks from Clemson was just Deshaun and Trevor. And I really like Trevor because I feel like he's really good pocket passer, and he can get the ball downfield. But then what's kind of underrated about him is the ability to escape and run. He's a lot faster, and I feel like I'm kind of similar. People don't really expect me to be able to run that well, but I feel like I'm able to escape and get hard yards that you might not expect me to be able to get.
No, we've definitely seen you on the film. You've been extending those plays and getting out of the pocket and be able to push that ball down the field. So that's a good guy to pattern your game off after the former number 1 pick there, Trevor. But going into next Friday, we got a matchup with Blue Ridge this week. Close there in Greer as well. What are you guys looking forward to in that matchup with the Tigers?
Yeah, I feel like we should be able to have a lot of success on both sides. They're a good team. They've had their struggles throughout the season so far, but haven't watched a ton of film on them yet. Definitely start earlier this week, but we should be able to keep our same game plan, just attack. We like taking the ball first every game. So I feel like one of the things we got to really enforce this week is we got to score on the first drive. We did the first game, but then last few weeks we've kind of struggled on the first drive, and takes us maybe a drive or two to get settled in. So I'm really hoping and that we can try to settle in early and be able to maybe hand the ball off through a few short passes and try to get in the end zone on that first drive to really set the tone for the rest of the game.
Perfect. And then also with that, I know you're not looking ahead. I know you got Blue Ridge this week. They've kind of struggled earlier in the season, with their opponents. But what are you looking forward to as you guys head into region play after that, where the competition is going to step up a little bit?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what we can do against these Spartanburg teams like Dorman, Burns, and Spartanburg. We've been able to beat all these teams previous who they're good teams, but they're not these historically great teams. So I feel like it's really good opportunity for us to be able to get our name out there big time. Everybody might be like, well, it's Riverside. They haven't really played anyone, so it'd be a really good opportunity to show what we can do against the big schools like Dorman and Spartanburg. And I think we can have a lot of success, and I definitely can see us winning some of those games for sure.
Yeah, so like we said, 5-0, first time in school history already. Did you guys have kind of a list of goals going into the season, like, hey, we want to, win 7 games or win the region or win state? And, how close were you guys maybe to achieving some of those goals you may have set for yourself?
Yeah, we definitely, looking at the season, we saw our schedule, and we knew the team that we had, going into the season just based on the 7-on-7s and our spring practice. We knew we had a good team. So, Coach Rochester, kind of helped us believe what we could do and like the success that we could have in the season. We saw our first 6 games. We're like, we can, that should be easy. We win all those games. And then knowing that we definitely, it's not the same Riverside. We definitely have a chance against these Spartanburg teams, some of the better teams. So yeah, there's definitely some goals that we've definitely accomplished so far already, and hopefully can continue after.
Awesome. Anything else you got, Jarrell?
I don't, other than, I guess going off those goals, like how far do you think you can carry this team going forward, Rob? What's the ultimate goal?
For me, I think we can win every game that's on our schedule. And Dorman, I think we can have a lot of success against them. I saw them, they struggled haven't they lost 2 games already this season?
Yes.
1 or 2 maybe. But they've gotten points scored against them. So our defense is really good. So I feel like last year, Riverside put up 28 against Dorman, but it ended up being our Riverside's defense wasn't able to hang in there. And so, but that's the difference this year is our defense has really stepped up. So our defense matched with the points that we're able to score, I feel like could turn out to be big wins for us this year. And yeah, I could definitely see us having a lot of success and, even into the playoffs, winning playoff games, and the ultimate goal, state championship. I don't know if lots of teams really looked that far, just because of I just feel like maybe that winning mindset, they haven't gone that far maybe in their heads, but I can definitely see us, getting down, winning a lot of games in the playoffs and, hopefully getting up to that state championship.
Awesome. Well, I got a couple more, then we'll let you go. How has COVID changed the way you guys had to practice this year? I know I'm sure you got kind of a little bit of a test of it last year with that going through it, but are y'all still seeing some effects of like, we got to practice a certain way so we don't get this happen or too many, contacts, or how is that kind of working for you guys right now?
Yeah, I feel like it's gone pretty good so far throughout the season. We've been very fortunate not to have lost too many players where we've had to cancel any games like we've seen around the league some places, but we've just been very careful of trying to wear masks as much as we can, spread out within the building and in the locker room and whatnot. Coach Rochester's done a great job of keeping us all in check with that. So luckily we haven't seen it hasn't been that much of a struggle as far as like practicing and whatnot. I feel like the biggest thing for practice this year has been the weather. We've kind of had some rainy, thundery days during practice where we've only been able to get like 1 real practice a week, and that's kind of been a struggle for us. But I think last week we got a full week of practice, so that was good. Hopefully the weather will clear up for practice as the season goes on.
Awesome. Well, last question for me, like we talked about, you guys aren't the same old Riverside. Like people should know that, but there's still a lot of doubters out there, even though you guys are 5-0. what do you guys have to say for some of the, the haters and doubters out there of why that you guys are different than what we've seen in the past?
I mean, I think what we've done so far in the season is definitely a big statement that they can look at for any of those, doubters out there. We're a different team. We have different new coaches, different players. I feel like the whole community is starting to buy in. Our defense is, as we've seen, come in big time, and our offense is able to put up big numbers. And got a great offensive line. They've done a great job protecting me this year. And I just think we'll be able to have a lot of success throughout the season. And so yeah.
Awesome. Well, Rob, we appreciate it, man. For all you listeners out there, go follow Rob on Twitter at RobSanders04. Has a lot of great highlights, things up there, and keeps you guys up to date on all that stuff going on at Riverside. So, Rob, best of luck the rest of the season, man. We appreciate your time today, and hopefully we'll catch up soon as you guys keep on winning.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for this interview and the opportunity.
Yep. Awesome. Thanks, Rob. See you, buddy.
Thanks, Rob.
See you, man.